Okay, nice and cold today. Not really. It says it's 32 degrees, but it's got to be colder than that because the ice is froze solid. The mud puddles are froze solid, so I think my temperature gauge in my truck, my 10-year-old truck, is shot. It's telling me 32. Oh, bumpy in here. But you can see, they're froze. They're froze. Now they're not froze, completely froze like rock solid, but there's ice on them. And that's generally what happens when it's colder than that. Now, somebody used my truck, probably me. I've only got 20 miles till empty. But, so yeah, now what I'm on my way to do is go fire up my 8120 and get that thing, you know, running and warmed up so that I can take off and grab a couple more loads of hay this morning. But I just got to talk about the Agri speed hitch a little bit here. Yes, if you don't know what this thing is, I know my European and English friends are like, that's not going to work. Well, you're right, it won't work for what you use it for. But if you're hooking and unhooking hay wagons, you can put that on your baler. Your forage chopper, whether it's a self-propelled or a pull type, you can put those on. They're for the type of tongue that we use here in America. I'm not sure if they use those in Europe. I know these tractors that I bought from Germany, well, not Germany, from England, they have the hook type that you get under with the pickup hitches, the lift hitches. We don't use those here in the United States. So they're just not something we can use. But these Agri speed hitches, those things are awesome. I was at the Keystone Farm Show and they had it there and they weren't doing a demonstration. I didn't need a demonstration. I wanted to say hi to them, but they were busy, so I didn't bother talking to them. But if you're doing the kind of hooking and unhooking that I am, if you're picking up bales of hay in the field, or if you're picking up silage wagons and other types of wagons, like grain carts and things like grain wagons, not grain carts, grain wagons, gravity flow boxes with your traditional running gears under them. This is the way to go. Now I put a little bit of grease there because I'm having a hard time with it turning. Don't grease here. Do not grease here. If for some reason that it does flip up like that, don't back into dirt. Dirt will mess with that. But if it does flip up like that, just from the cab, you give it a quick flip, and you're ready to receive your receive your tongue. I don't know what in the hell I ever did for 20 years without these things, but now that I've got them, I'll put them on every tractor that uses a loader and a wagon. So, and they're easy to take off as well. It's just a nut on 2 bolts. That's it. 2 bolts, that's it. 2 bolts and a cable. That's all there is to it. It's simple. Anyway, I wanted to mention another YouTuber, Beaver Vineyards. If you watch my channel, which you probably don't, I'm like the redheaded stepchild of YouTube anymore. I noticed your video where there's palm trees and oranges and you were wearing like Carhartts and stuff, like for frozen weather. I didn't think that you got much frozen weather from where you're at. I may be wrong, I don't know, maybe it's because it's coastal, who knows. But anyways, I was just wondering, why do you wear such heavy clothes in a seemingly almost tropical part of the world? California? I know Northern California gets snow and stuff, but you guys seem like you're down on the coast in like the central part of California, which I didn't think got very cold. Anyways, could be just me, I don't know. Just a question. 2, I've been bullshitting with Dad for about the last half hour. I guess I shouldn't bullshit for a half an hour because I could have been there loading up already. But I'm only going to haul home 2 loads today, I think. I might get 3. It's quite a ways to go. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get as much of this material home as I possibly can because it's easier in snowstorms to take it from home than to go chase it down. I have 25 weeks of material right now. Yeah, 25 weeks of material right now to move. I have 5 loads a week. So 25 weeks from right now, that's about, yeah, it's almost a little less than half of a year. And we February, March, April, May, June, July, 5 loads a week. So it's like July, middle of July before we're out at this rate. I don't really want to do that, but I think that's what we got. I might have a little bit more. He was saying 25 weeks. I'm thinking it's more like 29 weeks. But that's my estimate, and I don't really have a number right now other than what's in my head, and that could be skewed at best. But anyway, I guess I'm done pointing this thing at myself, and down the road we go, off to get another load. Pissing off people whenever we go. This is a banquet hall, and if you notice, it is packed to the hilt with people, police, and other things. So on the 2nd of January, there was a post that was posted on Facebook and Instagram, local farmer, equipment dealer, and you know, posted that this young man, 19 years old, had died, and I was like, ooh, that doesn't sound good. And because it's around the first of the year, we don't really know what happened to him, you know. And I went to the funeral home's website because I kind of want to know, because our farming community here is quite small, and you know, I didn't recognize the name. I don't know this person at all, but I just wanted to know what had happened to this young man. So today, I had kept the funeral home's website up on my computer so that I could see when they updated it, because I didn't know the family. I don't know this young man. I don't know anything about his family. But what I saw was really kind of sad, because this young man had taken his own life. And when I drive by that there, and I've been by it 3 times now since I started this morning, 4 times actually, but 3 times, and it's full to the hilt. That is the reception after they laid this young man to rest. And it just blows my mind that all the support to the family that's there at that banquet hall, to support the family, I guarantee you every single one of those people that are at that banquet hall could have supported this young man had he asked for help. And he's 19 years old. He's the same age as Joseph. My son, Joe, is 19. He's about 3 months older than what Joe was, and 3 or 4 months older. But, you know, you look at this, and you're like, man, all it would have taken was this young lad to say, hey, I'm not having good thoughts here. And I guarantee you, every single one of those people would have came to his aid. So if you're watching this channel, and you know, I'm a pretty tough guy, I'm pretty rough and tumble, I guess, and I don't take much bullshit, and I do strike back when I'm stricken, and you know, but there's one thing that I can say, is just seeing that if you are having thoughts of suicide, or doing harm to others, or yourself, or both, because a lot of people that kill themselves generally want to hurt someone else first, and that's why we have school shootings and things like that. But what I'd like to say is, if you're having those thoughts and feelings, just think of this kid here. There's a parking lot with no less than 200 cars and trucks, business owners, 4-H clubs, agricultural, you know, any people, just people that are there to support his family that more than likely would have been there to support this young man. And you also would have the same support from your community, even a stranger. I don't know this kid, and if he was a watcher of my channel and had asked me for help, I would have gotten it for him and tried to avoid this travesty, devastating mess that has happened. Now, his worries are over. He's dead. And, you know, maybe I'm being a little bit rough here, but suicide is not the answer. It may be your answer, but you're going to cause such tremendous grief for your friends and family that, you know, maybe you're hurting. you're hurting inside, but the pain that you feel inside is over when you kill yourself, and it can be helped, but the pain that you cause your family and friends will last their lifetime. And you know, you need to really think about that. It is a selfish act to commit suicide. So anyways, if you're a friend of this young man, my condolences. If you're a family member of this young man, condolences from me. And I'm sure everybody out there feels bad that this happened. But we also know that it can be avoided. The first step in avoiding this type of a tragedy is from the person that is thinking about killing themselves. So take that one to heart, and yeah, try to avoid it. Ask for help. No harm can come if you ask for help. This engine is for sale. To anybody that wants it, first come, first serve. We do not take bullshitters. I will give you the block number so you know that it is what it is. What is that thing? R59850. It is a John Deere 404 out of a John Deere 4430. I rebuilt this engine, I don't know, geez, 20 some odd years ago. And yeah, the machine shop that I had them fit the wrist pins, I don't think they fit them quite right. That's just my personal opinion. I think a wrist pin went out of it. I don't think it was anything but a wrist pin. It could be a bearing cap loosened up, I don't know, but something like that, and I just felt that it was best to swap the engine out. So here it is. Make an offer, come and get it. You got a week. If you don't come and get it within a week, it gets thrown up on that truck and sent to the scrap yard, and that's the end of it. So there's a piston pump, Bosch piston pump in there, and it's been sitting here for 10 years, 11 years. I think these were some of the first videos I did, was this thing. The turbo was free, but you know, sitting here, it's probably got dirt and crap in it. But other than that, it's somebody else's problem. But the block is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with the block at all.
No, there's a missing person.
What the fuck? Okay, you gotta take them out here.
Yeah, how does that work?
Well, you guys gotta stop beating that up. Push these down. Comes out. What are those?
God, that one?
No, I want the little ones first. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know, you told me to push down. It's not moving, nothing's coming out.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
You just push down a little bit. They're clips. Did you break it? You just push it a little bit.
My bad, it wasn't moving.
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't get it to move.
Yeah, that's all. Tim, what did you blow up? What was that noise?
Alright, so I don't do this wrong.
Take it out. You can't do it wrong.
Sure, I could find a way.
Well, yeah, it's because it's you. It's, you know, hereditary. It's on from your father's side.
We'll find out soon enough who my real father is.
Alright.
It is sturdy.
Teresa's actually scared.
I don't need these black pieces.
Black pieces? What, did you have, like, flashbacks of childhood life? Black pieces?
Black
Well, we used to get Reese's pieces, but my papa got me black pieces. Because I was too white. Lord, I'm going to hell.
Ow! That almost was really bad.
Look at that dirt. The fuck, you guys are like monkeys.
Jesus Christ.
Don't break it.
I'm not.
You following the instructions?
There's instructions?
Yeah.
Where?
Right there. They're called arrows.
Yeah, so that way, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
So I remember. So I was doing it right.
I don't know if you were doing it right.
Well, you know what? You have to double check.
Well, doing it right, doing it left. Hold this camera, will you, ding dong?
I'm trying to do this right here, and I don't understand how. Okay, I feel like I'm doing it wrong because I kind of have to.
That's what she said. I feel like you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, Joe.
Okay. Okay. So.
What Razel said?
No.
God, relax. Relax.
Poor Razel out of it.
Yes, please.
Poor girl.
Duck.
Yes, you guys drug her into this.
I didn't drag her anywhere.
Teresa did.
Teresa did. Joe, you want to become a pedophile? I got just the girl for you.
My answer was no. It's too bad.
Well, she's a pretty girl.
Yes, but
Very nice girl. There's no butts. And Drew's like, is he gay? Is he fucking gay? He might be a little gay. Is he blind? Then he must be gay.
No, I just don't like being married off.
I don't know.
Maybe if I came to the decision myself, it'd have been a different story.
I don't know.
but it's been
Predetermined.
predetermined.
All
I
right.
don't like.
How hard is it to put in a stinking square
They're
hole?
fucking not square.
They're square.
Yeah, but they're on the inside of a lip.
Okay. What time is it? Will you stop shooting me? Let's see how dirty these are. These things are dirty. Pick that up, Tim. These things are dirty.
I am in pain.
I've been in pain since the day you were born.
Here, what are these?
That's dirty. Well, we already looked at these. I don't think I've ever seen a filter that dirty in my life.
Yeah.
That thing, it's a wonder there any airflow even came through there. You sure the valve was bad, Joe? Wasn't just that there was no airflow?
I'm not
Too
sure.
late now.
It's too late now.
Yeah. Yeah, we ain't got a valve either.
Well, I don't know. I just know it didn't.
You're going
get
to give
hot.
us Legionnaire's disease doing that shit. Anyway.
I might need to get tested because
I was in this thing more than anybody.
So you need to be tested, but not for Legionnaires. Blindness, homosexuality. You got a whole list of things, Joe. Ethnicity, race, that's... We're not even sure if he's part of the human race. Anyway, yeah, this is next. Cody needs to go home. He's dropped a rim on his foot.
Yeah, it's painful.
That's what you get. That's what you get for working around here. Why is there like dirt on my lens?
That's my thing.
Joe Bennett? What the hell did he bend?
Oh.
No, it was never straight. That thing was never straight. Ever. I can attest to that. We should pull that out of there, though. Tim was supposed to pull that drawbar out yesterday. What happened to you? Couldn't fit under it? Huh?
Took the oil out of it.
You couldn't
That's
fit
all I
under
did.
there?
This morning.
You did that this morning.
I did that last night.
He did the oil last night.
When? We all left at the same time.
No, you didn't.
No. I was here for...
He left.
Yeah, I left.
I was here.
You left because your knee was starting to hurt, and I was still here.
Yeah, and you know what I was doing? Hey, Tim.
I thought you went.
Tim. Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim. Right? Now we got the parts, see? Where is that part? Here it is.